Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, here we go. How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, the City of Dis here. Alright. For those of you who have been living under a rock, allow me to quickly fill you in on what we're about to be talking about here. There's been some, I guess you could call it controversy. I don't exactly want to call it drama, because that's, like, a little bit demeaning considering what the quote-unquote like drama itself actually surrounds, but you know, it basically involves MrBeast and like one of his like closest friends and like apparently like his literal first subscriber, so like literally like his best friend of all time, who has literally just been there from the beginning. You know, there's been some things surrounding the two. More specifically, the other guy than it does MrBeast, although MrBeast is getting lumped into this because people are fucking terminally online and don't seem to understand that people can be friends outside of what is shown on video. Yeah, I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But the other individual in question is someone that goes by the name of Chris, and currently still goes by the name of Chris, and on Twitter, within their bio, they just simply state that they go under any pronouns. Just for safety's sake, I'm just going to refer to Chris as, like, they, although I may occasionally just, like, say he, because, you know, forgive me, I'm human. But there's been some news that has been released by Chris, basically stating that they had been undergoing, like, HRT for, like, the past 2 months, and I'm pretty sure this entire thing was definitely a long time coming. It was just only announced, like, I think, like, sometime, like, late last year, because, you know, that's when a lot of this stuff started to become, you know, a lot of this kind of discussion was starting to become a lot more accepted and a lot more accepting. So, you know, it's obviously something that's been a long time coming. It was just only announced as of recently because, you know, I mean, if it were announced any earlier, then it probably would have caused even, like, worse things to happen, to be completely honest. But of course, you know, we're still dealing with absolute fucking dumbasses going around and, like, saying that, oh, this is gonna be the end of fucking MrBeast's career because MrBeast has a trans individual that's part of his team now, despite the fact that this individual is literally, like, his closest friend, and still seems to be his closest friend, at least as far as I'm aware, considering that MrBeast is quite literally going around, even to the Twitter accounts of smaller commentary channels that are calling out the video that we're about to be taking a look at here, basically calling out just how fucking stupid people are, and that people should just either, like, get over it or get out, okay? And today we're going to be taking a look at a recent video that, as of recording this audio, has been released a day ago, that has been released by SunnyV2. Now, here's the thing. My personal opinion on SunnyV2 is that his overall, like, credibility started to really fall off when he released that one video, like, I think, like, the middle of last year, about how, like, Dream's face reveal was going to cause the fucking implosion of Dream's career for really stupid reasons. Well, wouldn't you know it, nothing actually happened to Dream's career whatsoever, okay? He still has a rabid fan base, unfortunately, so, you know, nothing much really changed, and SunnyV2 ended up looking like a fucking dumbass. Just like how he's going to look in this video. Gonna take a look at a few clips from this video. I did watch the entire thing. The entire thing is just, it is very stupid, but there are a few select sections that are just really out there and just kind of show that Sunny has no idea what the fuck he's actually talking about. So without further ado, without further delay, let us sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's dive into this video that, whew boy, that ratio is definitely, I mean, it is a higher like to dislike, but dear god, that dislike bar is fucking massive.
The dynamic within the videos. For example, in a recent livestream titled Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Boxes, Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated as usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company. Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like...
Look at that, MrBeast went deadpan for a second as he processed a joke. I guarantee you, if I had a face cam for, like, whenever I recorded, like, any video and, like, any of my friends made, like, some crazy, like, offhand joke like that, you would probably see me suddenly go deadpan and stop and just go like, wait, hang on, oh. And second of all, this is a fucking live stream. This isn't an edited video where, you know, you can, like, you know, cut out all the parts where, you know, you kind of have to lower the energy so that way you don't wear yourself out, alright? Like, this is a fucking live stream. Of course, eventually people are going to seem a little bit more deadpan than usual after a while. And on top of that, too, yes, it definitely is a lot more likely that people were probably just more focused on opening up the boxes and seeing what in the hell was inside of them and delivering commentary than really anything else. Like, there's so many different factors that for some reason SunnyV2 just completely decides to toss away in order to make this narrative that, like, everyone on the team, on the MrBeast team, is just kind of, like, disappointed and sad about the fact that, like, Chris is apparently undergoing transition. Like, no, that is not the fucking case whatsoever.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind. MrBeast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments.
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Again, this just seems like another, like, standard live stream moment, especially when it comes to, like, a live stream where it's mainly just dedicated to opening up, like, boxes of, like, mail and fanned mail and whatnot. Like, there's not really much else that you can do other than at least try to, you know, crack a few jokes here and there, so that way it's not all just, like, quiet, like, sounds of tape and cardboard being ripped up. Jesus Christ.
It's put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who imply that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video.
I'm hoping that what I'm about to say is just the fault of Sunny just, like, phrasing things very, very, very fucking poorly. But if this isn't the case, and what I'm about to say is actually genuinely true, then holy shit is SunnyV2 fucking terminally online. Are you unironically comparing Chris, you know, being part of, like, the MrBeast crew and being, like, fucking Jimmy's literal closest best friend as just Chris being just, like, some fucking character in a TV show or a movie? Are you actually genuinely high? No, these are real fucking people with genuine lives, and it has been stated time and time and time fucking again, you know, by MrBeast directly, and through MrBeast's overall actions, that he doesn't actually give a flying fuck about how other people, like, think about his, just, like, content or anything like that. He's doing good things, and he wants to cultivate a welcoming, supportive fucking audience. He's likely supportive of Chris because not only is Chris still likely his closest friend for a long fucking time, but also on top of that, too, why wouldn't you want to see your friend happy? Chris is a fucking person and is Jimmy's literal friend, and you just deciding to dumb it down to Chris just being, oh, just some random shoehorned LGBT character into a YouTube personality's, you know, crew, is fucking dumb.
On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the MrBeast brand.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to up my base if I got it.
First of all, that is very clearly been cut out of context, and this live stream likely did not even come about, like, during this entire situation. Like, not only is it cut out of context, but this likely has no relation to what is currently going on. Like, this is fucking stupid to even bring up in the first place. And the thing is that MrBeast has stated time and time again, and has basically shown that he literally doesn't give a fuck about, like, trying to involve himself in drama whatsoever. He just wants to continue making his content and making people happy. And if the kinds of people that he makes happy are, of course, his closest friends that he's known for fuck knows how long, then so fucking be it, okay? But also, second of all, you know, nice phrasing there with the silent majority thing. You're letting your mask slip there, Sunny, okay? I mean, I'm kind of slightly joking here with this one, but you're definitely on thin ice here, Sunny. Holy shit.
Problem is, this type of situation is probably the last thing that MrBeast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for MrBeast.
Okay, so what I did say earlier was actually genuinely correct. You genuinely are that terminally online that you just think that all of the crew members on, like, you know, in MrBeast's, like, group are all just fucking characters that are just part of the MrBeast channel. Okay, so you are just genuinely that fucking stupid. Holy shit. Oh my god. No, MrBeast isn't forced into anything. He is supportive because it is literally his fucking friend, and he wants to see his friend happy. And he just wants to just tell people that he just genuinely doesn't give a fuck about the hateful assholes. And how is this going to be a lose-lose situation? In reality, this is more of a win-win situation. It's a win on one hand, because MrBeast gets to have a much happier friend that's probably a lot more outgoing and a lot more energetic within his videos and live streams. And on top of that, too, he gets to cultivate a much more welcoming and accepting and happy audience. But also, number two, it's also a win, because it also chases off the idiots and bigots that probably were polluting his fucking comment section and polluting his overall, like, you know, fan base to begin with. It's a fucking win-win situation. You get a happier team, and you get a happier audience. Congratulations! That is how it's a win-win. It's only a lose-lose situation in the eyes of fucking idiots like you, Sunny. Holy mother of God!
Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
That's seriously... Oh my god, there is so much to unpack with that particular ending. Oh my fucking god. And we're about to unpack this shit. Get ready, okay? So, here's, like, the big thing, okay? So, no, Chris isn't, you know, some oblivious person that's just doing this just willy-nilly for no fucking reason or just for the sake of trying to create drama, okay? And, like, this ending just seems to come across as, how dare you do this, Chris? You owe Jimmy, you know, you owe Jimmy to not do any of this because you're just going to cause the collapse of his career and therefore your own. No, that is not what's happening. That is not what is going to happen in the fucking slightest at all. I think, in general, it just comes across as just an extremely fucking poor taste video. And it's a very fucking stupid video. There's just so much wrong with it that, honestly, I would probably just be here all day. But, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That's very well appreciated. You know, it's all completely up to you. And, yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been SunnyV2's. Have yourselves a nice day.